Welcome to Run With It, a show on running, fitness, and health. This month, we celebrate our 1-year anniversary. We'll take a look back at some of the events and inspirational stories we covered. Also coming up on the show, we have a report on the Harry Jerome Track Classic and a report on the Sports and Science exhibit. Also coming up on the show, we have a Facebook contest, so stay tuned for that. So, let's run with it. In our next segment, here's our report on the Harry Jerome Track Classic and the 60th anniversary of the Miracle Mile. Doug, what is your role here?
Well, I'm the chairman of the Achilles International Track and Field Society, and we are the organizers and promoters of this event, which is now in its 31st year.
31st Annual Harry Jerome International Track Classic. It is an honor for all of us to be here this evening to honor the name of Harry Jerome, who 50 years ago, this year, won his Olympic gold medal at the Tokyo Olympic Games.
Hard to imagine that time goes by that quickly, but it's been fun, and we're very, very excited about tonight. We've got an amazing crowd, the best crowd probably in a decade, and we have an amazing field of athletes from 23 nations.
That's awesome. So you and Diane are amazing people, but you always pull it together.
Well, I wouldn't quite look at it that way. I mean, we have an army, in the Achilles group, and you know quite well that there's a lot of interdependence of a team effort, and I think we have a great team organizing this, and we're very excited.
So tell us about the 60th anniversary of the Miracle Mile.
Well, that's another hard one to imagine, because I ran in the Commonwealth or British Empire and Commonwealth Games back in 1954 in the mile relay. Won the silver medal that day, on the same day as the Miracle Mile, same day as the marathon, and I can't believe that's 60 years ago, but it is. And I'll have my 81st birthday in a couple of days, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, happy birthday!
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited to see it tonight. This is going to be awesome.
No, I'm really looking forward to the mile. I think it'll be the first time we've seen a sub 4 minute mile here in Vancouver for ages, and a lot of the crowd I think is going to be really appreciative of that.
And this is the place to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Doug.
Good.
Congratulations to our World Championship medalist.
So, Dylan, I understand you're receiving an award tonight. Can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting night for me and my family, sponsors and friends, receiving the 2010 World Indoor Championships medal from Qatar in Doha.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, tell us about your arm surgery.
Well, this year actually I heard it in 2012, but I'm trying to get some surgery done. Just waiting right now to get in and get it done on my right elbow. So I've got some bone spurs with some arthritis that needs to be cleaned out, and hopefully get back on track in the fall and aim for 2016 Rio de Janeiro.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. So what are you doing for training?
Basically I've just been trying to lean down. It's hard, but been trying to just do, put a little bit more cardio into my training, and still lifting and things like that. Just keeping my general fitness up right now. And once we get this over with, do all the physio and get the speed up, and hope to be back on track.
You will, and tell us about your diet.
My diet, well, I'm definitely not eating as much as I normally do because I'm not training so heavily. But I like to stay on a low carb diet if I can, high protein. So.
Do you have a favorite dish?
Not really. I like anything. I'm not a fussy guy.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Let's go to a conversation we had with Mary and Lisa about their clothing line that fits into a healthy lifestyle. Welcome, Mary and Lisa. So tell us about your clothing line and when was it launched?
Lotus Activa was very recently launched, and we really believe that we are setting up a company that embraces women of every body type. It's often very difficult for women to find clothes if they're over a size 6. So we really embrace the fact that if you're tiny, if you're larger, if you're curvier, we want women at every level in their lives to be able to be active.
So part of that as well is that we just really want to empower women, and we want women to feel good in their skin, and to focus on body parts that they do love, not what you hate, because all of us have things we're not happy with, but we focus on those. But we want to kind of make women think about what they love about themselves and to focus on that, and that's why we do custom work as well.
And so your clothing, it fits into a healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely. We believe that women have always, whether you're a size 0 or a size 2, there's always body issues, and there's always struggles that women have to try to be more perfect.
Well, one of the things that we've designed is something that I'm actually wearing now.
I love it.
It's a onesie, and we have, I think, 10 or 9 different styles, and we're actually running a contest now for someone to help us design one, and we're going to pick a winner and have prizes for them, and their name will be attached to that design. But here's something that you can wear to yoga and not worry about something slipping up or going down, or your stomach hanging out, or your these girls hanging out, all of that. So it's kind of, you can do this for running as well. I mean, how comfortable would it be to run in something like this? Mm-hmm. Right? You just and you can put little jackets with them, and we even think you can wear heels at night with them.
That's awesome. Your name, the store's name, how did we come to name it?
So Lotus is really something that is an embodiment of something that grows out of nothing. So many, many years ago, I started a company called Lotus Wear, and then I went on to try to reinvent it, and actually my mom became involved in the company, and a business partner decided to relaunch a company. And so I really wanted to have something that embodied that rebirth and the growth from something. So a lotus, I don't know if you know, grows out of mud. So it's one of the most beautiful flowers in the world, and really it can grow out of anything. And so Lotus really embodies the idea of yoga and the idea of being active and bringing those two together.
So how did you two meet?
Well, that's a good. We actually met through a mutual friend, and I had at the time been designing yoga, doing my own designs with another company that never came to fruition. It was just kind of in a very, very baby stage. And just by chance, Lisa and I met each other at Vancouver Fashion Week, actually.
Yeah.
And we had drinks after, and we just started talking about collaborating. So that's how we came to be, and we just took off running.
That's awesome. You just ran with it.
Yeah,
we just ran with it. No pun
Exactly.
intended.
Well, you are the CEO.
Yes.
And you are the brand officer, correct?
Yes.
So how do you fit working so hard, so many hours, and follow a healthy lifestyle? How do you do it?
I think like anything, you have to schedule it in. I mean, I practice yoga 3 or 4 times a week. I endeavor to go every day, but you just really have to plan it into your schedule. And as much, it's like anything, it's like running. It's getting your runners on and getting out the door, right? And once you do that, you feel so much better about what you've accomplished. So it's really just about planning and scheduling it into your lifestyle.
Well, for me, it's yesterday I live in a high rise, so yesterday I just said, you know what, I haven't done any exercise today. I took the elevator down to the bottom and I walked 37 flights.
Oh my goodness.
So,
That's awesome.
you know, like sometimes it's spontaneous for me. All of a sudden I feel like if I need to go to yoga, because yoga to me, I know a lot of people are intimidated by yoga and they hear the word, but it's such a wonderful thing to practice because you never right or wrong. It's not like you go to a class and you have to learn how to contort yourself like a pretzel. That's not what it is. There's so many different classes and some of it's just to clear your head. That's what I like to go to yoga for, is I like to it clears my head. I know that I can't have my phone on. I can't watch a TV while I'm working out. It's all about me. It's all about just that hour of focusing on my body. And so that's why both Lisa and I like to practice yoga. I think it does a lot for busy people on the go, and it gives you that kind of moment of zen that all of us really need. But having said that, all of the clothing here is for every type of activity, for outdoor activity. We've got everything going on here, and we're going to also have like jackets for the fall and some really lovely things coming up for fall.
And then a running line too, right?
Exactly.
This is one of our customized onesies. So what we do is we take your measurements for your top and your bottom, and we actually join them with our tummy tamer. And this belt is actually a very original design, and we are one of the first companies that is going to be getting an industrial patent for this exact design. So regardless of how things fit, a lot of women have a hard time finding bottoms and tops that fit, or dresses for example, so this will fit your body perfectly. And they're all available online. We just need your measurements and we can set one up. You can customize the mesh. We have 9 different styles, so there's lots of fun ways to work with it.
So we have many different styles of onesies, and here's one of them. Lisa showed you another one earlier, and we've got different tops, basically different styles of tops. And so what we're doing now, we have 9 styles, but what we're trying to do now is we're running a contest, and that is to name our 10th design. And so people who have a little flair for design can come up to enter the contest with their design for a onesie, and if you win that, if we choose your design, you will get a gift certificate to Lotus Activa, and you will also have that onesie named after you. So we are encouraging people to send us in their designs and let us pick and see if you might be the winner of a piece of clothing named after you.
Last month, Run With It was there to cover some of the Canada Day celebrations. Check it out. In our next segment, we were in conversation with Brian Anderson, curator of the Science of Sports exhibit at Science World. Now, this exhibit is for all ages. I got to try some of the activities and I had lots of fun. So, Brian, what is your role here?
I'm the curator of the Science of Sports exhibition we have at Science World right till September 1st.
And explain the exhibit.
The exhibit, we're trying to look at the science and technology behind athletes. What's happening in your body, what sort of equipment you need, what kind of training you need to do these different high-powered sports.
And so, Brian, this exhibit's for all ages, right?
Most definitely. We get people from
What
as young...
about
You'd be fantastic in there. We've had them from as young as 3- and 4-year-olds trying sprinting down the big track. We've had athletes even into their 60s and 70s trying some of the exhibits.
And so explain some of the exhibits.
Well, some of the things we've got in there, we have a pitching cage, so you can measure how fast your pitch is, how accurate your pitch is. We have a running track where you can try running against the speed of a cheetah and see how fast you are. One of my personal favorites is land like a cat. And what happens there is you leap off and you try to be like a ninja. You try to land as lightly and gently as possible. So it's kind of mirroring what happens when people do pole vaulting or hurdling. Looking at the forces on your legs and how you can offset those.
Brian, what is your favorite exhibit?
You know, as much as I love all the big running around physical things, I love the fact that this exhibit covers some of the more subjective sports as well. So they have a station called You Be the Judge, where you can actually sit there and watch videotapes of figure skating, diving, synchronized swimming, have the little international stations. You can pick what country you want to be and actually judge how well you think they executed. We found that our visitors are much, much harsher than the real Olympic judges.
My goodness. Thanks, Brian.
You're most welcome.
Now here's a look back on some of the events that we covered during the past year. We had a lot of fun. Now for our Facebook contest. To enter, just go to our Facebook page and the winner will have a chance to come on next month's show. Good luck. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Welcome to Run With It.
Why does a runner get injured? So what are some tips and advice for proper fueling your body for runners?
I really think that a general balanced diet is the way to go.
Two main reasons. One is an acute type of injury and a chronic type of injury.
We love gold!
All right, this is an amazing thing we're about to do. You're going to see some very surprised people as we make our way around the seawall. Is this kind of what you expected?